welcome to our second legal reach out tutorial. In our previous legal reach out tutorial, we defined the term crime and we also defined the term mens rea. In today's tutorial, we'll be looking at the crime murder. So if you missed out on the first legal reach out tutorial, we would recommend that you go back to that first legal reach out tutorial, for what was stated in that tutorial will be acting as a bearing to what will be talked about today. So let's look at the term crime murder. The crime murder is stipulated on section 200 of the Penal Code chapter 87 of the laws of Zambia. Let me just flip through to section 200 of the Penal Code chapter 87 of the laws of Zambia and see, or rather read out, what the provision has stipulated, or rather provides for us. So section 200 of the Penal Code provides as follows: any person who of malice aforethought causes the death of another person by an unlawful act or omission is guilty of murder. So clearly this provides and satisfies Article 18 Clause 8 of the Constitution by virtue of this crime or offense being stipulated in the Penal Code. If we go back to our previous tutorial, we mentioned, or rather observed to say, for a crime, for a certain act to be called a crime, it has to be stipulated in a certain act of parliament or written law providing for it to be a crime. And this clearly satisfies that article for the fact that it is provided in the Penal Code on section 200 of the Penal Code. So despite the Penal Code providing for the offense of murder on section 200, it doesn't provide for the definition of murder. If you check on section 4 of the Penal Code, you'll never find the definition of murder, or even checking through the whole act, you never find the definition of murder. It is for this reason that the applicable definition is that which was stated by Chief Justice Cook. So I have a written soft copy that I just extracted from the full case, from the full document. I just extracted the definition that is applicable. So Chief Justice Cook defined murder as follows: murder is when a man of sound memory and the age of discretion unlawfully killeth any reasonable creature in rerum natura under the king or queen's peace with malice aforethought, so as the party wounded or hurt may die of the wound or hurt. This clearly shows to say this is a definition. However, for one person to fully be convicted of this crime termed murder, it is the onus of the prosecutor to prove some elements. Further, if you look at the definition, it provides some exceptions and some defenses. They can be spotted in that very definition. But we'll talk about the full definition, explaining it, and then just